And as always, we're going to be looking for accurate context, good risk management, and always exercising good patience.
Everybody who's traded has gone through periods of time where their strategy hasn't worked.
Where if not a hard stop, you should reevaluate the trades you're in based on time.
That's what we're here for, is to put ourselves in the best success. A trading routine does that, builds that habit, lets you know what to work on, what to reflect on, and what to improve on the next day.
Alrighty, welcome everybody to Make HOAG Money. Well, let's see if you guys can make me some dough. This is me, Senior Performance Coach here at Top Step. 40 years industry experience, been around the block a few times. This is the CFTC disclaimer. It states that futures is risky. These are leveraged products. You can lose more than you have in your account. Risk capital is money that you can afford to lose, and the only money that you should be putting at risk in the markets. It's one of the things we love about Top Step. We're going to put that risk capital up for you when you succeed in the trading combine. This is for educational purposes only. We are not saying anybody else should buy or sell any of these products or anything in particular. And of course, past performance is not necessarily indicative of any future results. Rules for Make HOAG Money, of course, we expect kindness and respect above everything. There's always differences of opinions and a million ways to look at them. It's what makes them so good. You have a couple of people enabled to talk today. Maybe Randolph is here with us. We'll check that in just a second. We'll see what's been going on with him. Don't see him yet, but we'll see. If anybody wants to talk, let me know. We're all going to be involved, however, in the decision making here. Context of any trade you're taking is usually going to, of course, be helpful. If you are unable to speak, you would be able to share your charts. Use the chat room to discuss trades on both sides. We'll be looking forward to seeing those discussions. We're going to focus on the MES for opportunities for now. Of course, we're not going to be trading just to trade. We're not going to be taking losing trades, which is meant to be a joke. We know that there are always going to be losses in trading. We got to cut them and move on. And feedback on Make HOAG Money is always appreciated and desired. Here's the platform. Who do we have? Joe. Good morning. Yeah, Chad, I do have that on this platform, the 1 minute tiki, but sometimes it just doesn't work. But we'll see if we can give it a try today. I don't know if we're going to be doing a opening range trade with the market right in the middle of value from yesterday with no overnight inventory. Seems kind of more like a kind of a sit and wait kind of a thing, which doesn't look great for Make HOAG Money, but we're going to see what we can find here today. So it's good to see everyone. Grounds Hero, Naztec, JT, good morning. JD, Mitchie, Tim, Anissa, Chad. Who do we have over here? Let's see who's saying hello. Good morning. Jason Scott saw and he conquered. Good morning, Jason. James, Orion, Raymond. Rick, you are here. You want to chat today, Rick? Good morning, everyone. Orion, Caesar, Robert, Marat, Charles, Sam. Good morning, Ryan. Simeo, good morning. All right, let's see what Randolph has been up to. So just kind of going context. We've been moving higher, slowly but surely grinding. We know what we've got as far as possible information coming out today. It's going to be an interesting trading day, as if they all aren't.
Hey, Mortimer.
What's up, Randolph? Where you been?
Projects.
Projects?
Up north. Yeah, I got back yesterday.
Got it.
No internet up there, so.
And there shouldn't be.
You're right. Can't lose any money. Can't make any, though.
Well, it's all right, though. You know, it's good to get away.
Yeah.
Well, good. I'm glad you're getting a lot done. What are you thinking here?
You know, again, it's been kind of a chop fest. You know me. I'm still going to hibernate. Bearish.
Yeah, you are, huh?
Oh, yeah. I'm more apt to sell rallies than
Then buy breaks.
in choice positions. You know, you got to be really careful. But
Choice positions, not.
well, look at that. You're making lower highs and lower lows.
Well, yeah, but this is pretty short time frame, right? So
Yeah.
I'm inclined to agree with you as long as we hold this trend line,
Yes.
which isn't a very strong trend line. I was talking about that in the prep. I don't know how much I trust it.
Well, again, it's a short-term line. You got VWAP too.
So, if I were to look at this on a daily chart, you think this is starting to look like a little bit of a bull flag?
Kind of.
That's
More
what I'm
channel.
thinking too. It's kind of.
Kind of a channel. You see it?
Right. Bang, bang.
No, the other way. Down
Oh,
the
here and
bottom.
here.
Yeah.
Right.
The bottoms, and then over the tops from like May 6th. So you got a little bit of a channel going there, and then move that up to the top.
Well, we're just going to have lots of nice trend lines on this by the time we're done, aren't we? May 6th.
Well, just move that trend line up. Can you grab it and slide it up? There you go.
So
Maybe, yeah.
loosely.
Well, the left end, you might be able to go off those other highs. Yeah, it's not a pretty one, but
Well, it's actually it's actually not bad.
a little bit of a pennant. But you use the wicks. I don't like using the wicks. To me, they're an anomaly.
All right.
What do you think of the passing of the ceiling?
Well, I mean, you gotta do something, right?
Yeah, but
My question is, how are investors going to respond to it?
that's right. Well, that's what I'm saying. You know. What's going on now? Anything? Kind of mixed.
Well, we've just opened, so
Yeah, you got Dow lower and Nas and Spews are
yeah,
higher.
everything's kind of coming off here. Looks like the opening range may be the high of the session.
It's a mixed bag.
Hello, Claudius. Glad you're here. We're not trying to sell you anything. Oh, Greg took the opening. Hey, Greg's.
Greg, which way you take it?
Short.
Yeah, okay.
I'm bringing him in so we can talk. So it's almost a little bit of repair we've got going here. If this were a true double distribution day, this point of control would be a target.
You got that yellow's 41.89 is V.
4190's VWAP.
I'd sell against that.
Would you?
Yeah, and then use a stop above the high at the opening range.
Let's vote.
Warner
Poll.
Brothers.
We're looking at taking a trade short up at 41.90 against VWAP.
4190 against VWAP.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's start the poll here. How you doing, Greg?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. The opening rate trade worked on the crude oil too. 49 cents.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been missing that. I've been missing that opportunity because we're right in the middle of the prep.
The prep. Yeah,
You got to
yeah,
get
I don't
set
mean
up
to
for
tease
it.
you. Don't mean to tease you. Just showing you that.
No, it's
That's
good.
an opening range trade.
I'm glad you got it.
Worked well.
Glad you got it,
Yeah.
man. So 41.90 if we get the opportunity. What's our risk? Over the high? 94.
Or view up.
Well, VWAP is where we're getting in, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, unless you short it before that.
Well, that's the level you wanted to look at, right? 41.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I'm not
41.90.
getting short at 90 and short at 88.
Oh.
Know,
Well, all right. All righty.
89. And give it a little room to. There's no numbers today, right?
Yes, there are.
Yeah, but they don't come out to like 10, 9 our time.
9 o'clock, yeah. ISM manufacturing construction spending.
Yeah.
We had some employment information come out.
Schiller
Earlier.
Home Index at 8 our time. S&P Case Schiller Home Price Index. Consumer confidence at 9.
1 second, Mr. Hall.
No, I think you're on the wrong week, Rick.
Oh, that's what I mean. Talk about, going into neutral. Work like that, Too much, kill too many brain cells, I guess.
Well, that tends to happen, when you're a man of leisure.
Yeah. So 845 S&P US manufacturing.
All right, so we're
Yeah,
getting.
you got a couple things popping up.
We got 94 agree with that idea on Zoom, and 62% agree with that opportunity if we get it on YouTube.
90%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fade it. No, I'm kidding you.
Excuse me, Mr. Holt.
Yeah.
What time is the Discord meeting again?
I think it opens at 11. I'll be in there at 11:30.
That's 12:30 out my time. Okay.
Right.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Holt.
Yeah, I don't have the link to join to
No, I'm
register.
already
but-
I'm already a member. I'm already
Okay.
a member of the room.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. I think I'm like a 4-star in it. Or level 4 or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know Discord that well.
Yeah. Like when you do good posts, the moderators give you levels.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm more of a caveman. Those types of things frighten and confuse me.
I understand. Like Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
So where did we put our limit order for the pullback?
We are working it at 88.
88 and stop at 90.
90.
Yeah, there you go, all right.
94.
94.
May have an 85% rule trade today. Well, no, we opened in range and in value. Joe. Here's yesterday's profile. Value low, value high. We're already in value.
Go right to it.
Yes, we did. Right, the value low from yesterday. TPO value low. No, okay, Joe, no problem. So here's the TPO charts where you're getting up near our entry there. Here's the TPO charts without the overnight. So this is going to be a little bit clearer to see. Let me see if we can find one. 86. Hmm. All right.
Why you doing? Oh, my bad, Mr. Hall. Sorry.
No, I'm trying to. Joe had a question about the 80% rule. So I don't want to spend too much time trying to find one that played out, but here's an explanation of it, Joe. Yesterday, we opened with a gap. The first move was to close the gap. We rejected the range from yesterday, so we traded lower, right? Had the market opened outside of the previous day's range, come back inside the range, accepted inside of value, then that brings the 80% play, the value area special situation play into play, where there's a probability that price will return and rotate to the high of value from that previous day. So it didn't happen yesterday. I don't consider Monday an actual trading day, right? There's no volume, there's nothing. So on, what was this? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So this was Tuesday, this was Friday. I ignored Monday. So we did actually have a volume value area special situation play. The market opened outside of range and value. It started showing signs of acceptance inside of range and value just by the sheer number of times it entered into it. That makes the value area special situation play valid. So by, it's, the rule says it has to be at some point during that session, price will rotate to the low of value. Low of volume value was here. The market traded to it. So that was a successful volume value area special situation play. Was it a successful TPO? No. But whenever that play comes into play, I'm using the target that is closest to the entry. So if you shorted here, I'm going to be using the volume value low for my target. If the volume value low was below the TPO value low, I would use that. And then I'm always a point short of that. So this was a good trade on, what was it, Tuesday that I took. Yes.
That worked well.
Yes, Joe. I think the rule actually states you have to open outside of the previous day's regular trading hour range, but it doesn't mean that the value area special situation can't play out if you do open just outside of value. It's the acceptance of value that initiates the volume value area special situation play, or the TPO value area special situation play. Hope that helped, Joe. We did not get a fill. Where did we get up to? Dang it. Yep, you bet, Joe. So, Greg, what's on your mind?
Nothing really, nothing really. It left my mind. We're just waiting for entry. But
Right.
looking at the charts, if you go to the 1 minute, 9:39 and 9:38, it looks like a rejection candle right there. This on low time frames.
Yeah, we're not in yet, Orion. We're looking to find a pullback to. So here's your 1 minute. I can't believe you guys make me look at this. See, there's the value. There's the opening range trade right there. There's the opening range, and it worked today, apparently. Yeah, we got up to. Maybe we were a little too cheap on that entry, Rick. You were right.
Yeah, that looks like a rejection to you, Mr. Ho, from candlestick perspective.
The stash, footprint charts, do they speak to you? Doesn't matter what anybody else thinks about them. I've never really been able to make too much head nor tails of them, unless I'm looking for ice orders. So yeah, let's see this.
You think we should wait 15 minutes and then see how the market reacts to the news?
That's something possible, sure. So here's the crude oil. Actually, the opening range got taken out by a few ticks above, and then started heading lower.
Yeah, but I think the first 5 minutes was pretty sweet. We had a nice 2-to-1. It was about 800, two contracts. I think it was about 20 for 40 cents, something around there. Even though it went further though, but your bracket always got filled.
All right. Yeah. We were looking at the channel down here as well, right? Got it.
Being that we waiting, what could we take from the overnight TPOs in terms of today? Where's the halfbacks from the overnight session while we killing time?
Well, here it is. So here's overnight.
Okay.
So we just took out the low of the overnight session, right? Halfback is almost, well, it's right here. It's up at 92.
92, okay.
But, after the first 15 minutes here, we're going to see if we kind of show signs of acceptance below the overnight low. If we come back in, sometimes you can get a good trade, back towards center or even higher if we reject below the overnight.
Correct.
Did you pull your sell order?
No, it's still in there.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
And our stop is above the overnight high.
No, it's above the high, our regular trading hour session high. If we make new low, new highs
Okay. Open the range
by
high.
more than 3 ticks, then it'll be out.
Cheap trade. That's it, Mr. Hogue.
That's right.
Live to see another day. I'm working on it though. That's a more disciplined thing we can do at the trailer. Like potentially this trade could miss us, potentially. We can't chase it, right?
Sorry?
I said potentially this trade could miss us and we shouldn't chase it.
No, I'm not chasing anything. You know, right now, I think we had a pretty much a mandate on looking for a short if we do get a decent pullback.
I got something to say, like 30 seconds. Remember yesterday?
Go for it.
Coaching, remember yesterday talking about with group coaching when you were saying if everybody's long, then that'll be the high,
Yep.
right? Check this out. I think the same thing happened with AI. You know, of course, you're familiar with the whole AI craze, right? Everybody
Right.
is so bullish on AI.
Sure.
So if you would have checked, you can check all the volume for the call orders. So if you see, there was a lot of people long on AI. And look what happens. Good earnings and it tanks.
Of course. Buy the rumors, sell the news.
Man, Mr. Hope, what you said was so golden.
Well, you know, I don't know if you remember this, Rick, but Dad used to talk about there was a survey on the grain floor. And it was basically one question: are you bullish grains? And when it got to 80% bullish, the high was in. When it got to 20% bullish, the low was in. When everybody's in, there's nobody left to buy it. So you get all these people buying AI, looking for good earnings. When the good earnings come out, there's nobody left to buy it.
So it drops.
So if you were in the trading pit, the number would come out. It would be a big, loud noise, and then there would be a vacuum of sound. Like everybody would just shut up, and then you knew you were in trouble.
It's true.
There's also a called Buy the Rumor, Sell the News.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That was textbook. And it's crazy, Mr. Hope, when you said that and I see that, I'm like, wow, Mr. Hope just said that today.
Yep.
Yeah. Great teacher, Mr. Hope. I pat you on the back.
Well, I try.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You gotta practice what you preach, Mortimer.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's got to give me trouble, right? Opening
Good
range.
question, Mr. Hope. Being that we waiting. Mm-hmm. Put up the EMA 9 and the EMA 20.
On what?
On the 1 minute. See what we could get from that while we're
EMA 9 and EMA 20.
Yeah, I'm saying 20.
I think they're already on there. Hang on a second.
Okay.
I think we put them on here.
Right. You remember that rejection
Yeah,
pin on the 1 minute?
there's the 9. Mm-hmm. And there's that's the 50. All right, let's go with 20. Save. All right, so green's the 9, gold is the 20.
Okay, now go back to 839, get time. 839 and 840. We got an EMA 20 rejection on the 1 minute, and prices, waiting for prices to see if we can get back to that high, or else we might not get filled.
What are we saying?
No, what I'm saying, if we don't take out that lower high,
Oh, here.
our fill may not get filled, or order may not get filled. I'm just saying, but we're trending downwards now.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just something to talk about while we wait.
So-
you know what I'm saying, instead of just watching the screen.
No, that's what we're here for, man. That's what we're here for.
Correct. Okay.
You got two numbers coming out in about 7 minutes.
Right.
Couple minutes, yes.
Yeah, hang on a second here. The PMI. PMI is out. Came out 0.1%. 1/10 of a lower. man, I get more spam calls.
Look at all those wicks, Mr. Holt. Talk about the algos. Oh man, they're not letting you in. Nobody's getting in right now.
That's all right, man. I am, from where I sit, the fact that we opened in range, in value, tells me the best trade location isn't right on the right first thing in the morning. The best trade location's coming as the day goes on.
They go on after the IB is set.
Right. So
Because then it gets such a sharp move in the morning, right?
right.
You got
Now
everything red now, John, on the indices.
the fact that the opening range is the high of the day keeps me looking for shorts until that changes. So if that's the case, then the opening range may end up being the best trade location of the day. But it's all in probabilities, right?
Yeah, it is. And my scaredy pants self-closed after I got a couple points.
Well, and that's okay. I mean, you know, what came out to drive us lower
Or what's not coming out.
or what's not? So you're never going to hear me cry about missing a trade because there's another one coming down the pipe. And it
Right.
may be better than the one you missed.
Yeah.
And you know, you guys, most of you, I think, are really kind of in a shorter time frame mindset.
Yeah.
You know, I'm looking for 2-3 good trades for the day.
I'm trying my best to get more on that avenue because it increases your efficiency because you get less bites of the apple.
Well,
You want to get a good bite when you go bite.
well, and I got, you know, things to do, and you know, the profiles provide, I think, of a longer time frame context to look for bigger opportunities that are naturally going to take longer.
You know, even one good trade is good for the day.
Yeah.
Because it adds up. You be more efficient.
I
It
had
adds up.
Well, I had one good trade yesterday, and that was all I did.
Yeah, you limit your risk and just let it ride.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it, the less you lose, the more you're going to end up making in the long run.
Correct. Yup. That's where the efficiency comes from.
Unless you want to sit staring at the screen all day, right?
Well, some days that's the best thing to do.
Oh yeah.
You know, if your first, second, and third hypotheses aren't coming true, don't just trade to trade.
No. But on volatile days, I could see that. But
And I'm not a fan of big volatile days.
Really?
if you're in and out, if you're in and out quickly, you can make some decent money.
But when you're wrong quickly, oh boy.
You just either way. But you got to really be careful and you pick your entry and your exits accordingly.
So here we are.
That's what trade's all about.
We've looked below the overnight low. We're at it now.
All that wonderful education from John.
Do you get tired of John, bro?
What's that?
Do you get tired of John being at your brothers?
Yeah, he was tired of me. He got tired of me when I was 5.
Yeah, he's always following me around, cramping my style.
You remember the hold on, guys, real quick. There was a commercial, not the Progressive, Allstate, when the brothers playing basketball in the lawn, in the backyard.
Oh yeah,
That must be y'all too, right?
Mayhem.
The biggest culprit of that was our youngest brother, Tom. And he asked John about how many times Tom was cramping his style.
Yeah, but we can't go down there.
Yeah, I know. He did, though, in 3 steps.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
We had a sister between John and I, so she was a buffer.
That's good. Big happy family. That's awesome, man.
But we were all around 4.5 years apart. So
yeah,
John's 8 years my younger.
Yep. So I didn't even really know you until I started working at the Merc.
But 10 years smarter. Yeah, it's true. You know, I went away to school and you were in high school and I never looked back and you came down to the Merc and I got you in the lumber pit, remember?
Yep.
And from there on, you were a lifer.
Yeah. You know, Jack Doherty, who was in the lumber pit with you, is now a performance coach here at Top Step.
Yeah, that's what you were telling me.
People are just absolutely loving him.
Yeah. Yeah, he was a good guy.
Wait, so with the lumber pit, they sell wood in the lumber pit? That was
It was a futures
An
contract.
asset?
It was a futures contract.
Yeah, train loads of it.
Yeah. What was it? 40,000 board
Really?
feet of
Wood?
random length 2x4s.
And it was but you know, I tell you what, you could make a lot of money and it had some good movements.
Oh
you know?
man. You remember how thick that deck was that I held for John Fisher?
Yeah.
That was a great market.
Something came out.
Numbers,
here it
guys,
is.
numbers.
Here it is.
It's 9 o'clock.
Construction spending higher.
Oh wow.
ISM higher. Well, depending on which one. Manufacturing employment, yes. New orders lower.
Yeah, you might get a spike.
Lower.
Sell it, John.
What's that?
I'd sell it.
We're short. It came up and got us at 41.88.
Wow. I don't even see it on the chart.
You got filled? Oh, then they get filled?
Yeah, in the micros it went up there, not in the minis.
Let's see what happens here.
It went up there in the micros and not in the minis. Here it is. That's funny.
Yeah, I know.
S&Ps went right to the bottom of the opening range.
Oh, nice play, John. Nice.
Dr. VJ, I will let him know that you were concerned, and I'm sure he's not mad at you. Why?
I'm proud of you, John.
Why?
You played it right so far.
Little bro knows his stuff.
We'll see what happens, huh?
Yeah, we'll see. It's holding its own here, but we'll see.
So we used a 1 minute for entry. On the 30-minute, we have selling pressure. Where's the target, Mr. Hogue, before you go?
I don't know. This isn't my trade. You guys came up with this.
Sean, don't jinx him.
All right. So let's go through it then. Let's look at the value areas from previous sessions. Let's see to make it POCs.
Well,
See what we have.
here we go.
Yeah, let's do some legwork for him. Big
No,
bro.
here is the TPO point of control down here, 41.59.
41.59.
That's pretty aggressive, isn't it?
That's very aggressive.
James says target is 41.73.75. Yesterday's low.
75 was yesterday's low. That's fair. Let's see. What value is your weekly kickoff high?
Oh, that's I don't think I put it on these charts here. 42.55 on the upside, 41.20 on the low.
Okay, so I like 4170 for a target.
4170.
Yeah, that's the
Alright.
weekly profile high from last week's range.
All right.
Well, hang around up there, though.
Yeah, it is. 4170. All right. The order is in.
No reflection today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I got time.
If you got time, yeah, so no problem, Mr. Ho. Thanks again. Thanks, big bro.
Yeah, I got time.
Make all the money.
Now we're taking heat. Stops
Taking
up
big
at
heat.
stops up at 94. We've got to take out the high of the opening range for shorts to be invalidated. Where's VWAP?
With it.
Right here.
Ooh, feeling some pain.
Joe, most of my stops are based off the point of invalidation, where I got to put my stop, where market's telling me that I'm wrong. And this entry probably wouldn't have been one that I chose. I probably would have been a little cheaper on an entry for a short. It depends. If it's a trade against one of my weekly kickoff levels, I'll give it 10 points. Because those are bigger opportunities.
I like that.
But usually I'm anywhere between 4 and 8 points, 4 and 6 points, because I'm focused on where the market proves the trade wrong, and then what I'm comfortable with and losing the trade, that's where I put my entry according to where the market is proving it wrong.
Yeah, get it. Oops. Yeah, you said get in where you want to put your stop.
Joe's asking what my edge is, and if there's an edge, the edge was in the trading pit was buying the bid or selling the offer. Now, if I had to say this is my edge, it would be the fact that I'm not taking trades that I don't see potential for 2-to-1, 3-to-1, 4-to-1, or greater opportunity. So my edge is finding asymmetric opportunities, a little risk for bigger rewards. What's your edge, Rick? Joe's asking.
What do you mean edge?
Well, that's the thing is, in the pit, if you were a scalper, your edge was just trying to buy the bid and sell the offer, buy the bid, sell the offer, buy the bid, sell the offer a bunch of times.
In the pit, I always paid attention to who was buying and who was selling too.
Well, yeah, because you could see it, right?
Yeah. So, and how big the orders were.
What's your edge now?
Alcohol.
Ah.
I'm kidding you. I'm more of a technical guy, so I'm, playing the 200-day moving average, the 150 VWAP.
Trend lines.
Also, do a lot of trend lines, Fibonacci can. I do all sorts of stuff. I like to see where I've got it's called a trader's cheat sheet, and it's on. What's it on? It's on barchart.com. So, and that gives you, literally, I'm looking at one now, retracement numbers, price crosses, 18-day moving average, so it gives you resistance in red and the support in the blues. And then I look where they kind of bunch up together. So if I've got like 3 or 4 of these all lining up at, let's say the SQQQs around 2300 or 23, I should say, then I'll look at that as being a support number. And then if I'm going to get in, I limit my risk.
Right. So
if I buy there, I immediately put a stop and give it 20, 30 points.
So basically, I think what you're saying is, the edge is managing risk well, right? Keeping your losses small.
Yeah. Because I day trade and I also swing trade. So.
Right. The rooster is saying he didn't ask how you take the edge off. That was in response to your alcohol question or answer.
Yeah. That's usually after 3:00.
Yeah, Jack, I like that. There's a quote here that Jack Kane just put in. The key to success is not always having clarity, but rather having the ability to identify clarity when it presents itself. Huge. I love that quote because there's times I look at these markets and I'm being like, I just don't see it, and so I'm not doing anything. But when it becomes clear, then it's time to act.
Usually when it's clear, it's too late.
That's usually true. Even Dalton says, if you wait for confirmation, you're going to lose in trade location. But the clarity is the context, right? So if you get clear context, then it becomes, I think, much more probable that you're going to find a good trade location.
Like the special value area, special situation.
Yeah,
That's a perfect example.
And spikes, and when those things are in play during the trading day, those are the days where I'm kind of peaked and looking for good opportunities.
Quick question, Mr. Hole. What's the delta? Let's get in and talk about the delta.
Delta is currently correct at plus 3,400.
We have a lot of people coming in, but price is not moving yet.
Well, we haven't taken out the high of the opening range yet. But, if we do take out the high of the opening range, my theory that the best trade location came long after the open would put us, best trade location would have been down here.
Right before the news came out.
Down here, you're near yesterday's low. There it goes. Now we just took out the high of the opening range.
There's a lot of resistance up there. 4,200 also, John, to be psychological.
Big fat round number. It's also volume value high from yesterday.
Yep.
Rick's always trying to sell. Get back in there and sell.
Yeah. Mr. Beeks was wrong.
What was the delta before the announcement? Delta in A period alone was positive 1077 at the end. So let's take another vote here. And do we think we want to take a short up here at 4,200 as Randolph has suggested?
I'm hitting the yes thing and it's not working.
Well,
John,
yeah,
so-
because you're
But you know my vote.
because you don't matter.
Oh, shit. Sound like my wife.
There, I've sent the poll on both sides.
I would definitely sell against that.
All right, so we'll put the order
But
in.
not, yeah, like 41.99, not there, you knucklehead.
You
yeah.
said 4,200.
Yeah, against that. So you sell it before
So
that.
where's our stop? Above the
4.
above the overnight high.
Yeah. And I'd sell 2.
That's such an obvious spot for a stop.
The algorithms are looking for it, but sell another one around, same price.
Yeah, see, Joe is like we
Put it
looked
back,
below
put
the
it back
overnight
up.
range, and then we came back in, and now we're rallying. So this down here, pretty tasty location. Long
You know what
after
I've
the
been,
open.
I've been trading the last couple of days, John, is Miller Coors.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. I bought that when I heard about the Bud Light debacle.
That's probably a smart thinking, right?
Oh, yeah, it's up like 23%.
No shit! Wow.
Yeah. Look at Corona, look at, Molson.
Look at the big brain on Brett.
Well, they had such a big market share of it, and when that fell apart, people went elsewhere, and it's crazy.
Right.
But you gotta, once you see that, you gotta see what happens the next morning. Usually, it doesn't happen during the day. Buy a break and close your eyes.
So, Joe, I think the context behind this short is, in essence, I mean,
There's quoting Pulp Fiction. There you go.
yeah.
Yeah. If he says he wants to dance, with Travolta and what's her face?
Uma.
Well, Uma Thurman. Yeah. What a movie that is.
So I mean, so far we've got an inside day here, Joe. So value high, we checked value low. We didn't accept above it. We check value high. If we do accept above it, then then we're gonna know we're wrong. But so far we've got an inside day, and if there's no wacky news that comes out, and I suggested this on the prep that we could just fall into a rotational day today because we're all waiting for information. The debt ceiling and unemployment tomorrow. So, this was
I
really
just bounced off the 150-day moving average.
this was really the hypothesis number one for me today was probably an inside day.
Mm-hmm. You think this bull run was a knee-jerk reaction? Looking knee-jerky.
We don't have anything else. Nat gas comes out at 9:30.
Oh, wow. What's it looking like now, Mr. Holt?
Up 4,500. 4,500 more contracts have traded on the offer than on the bid.
Wow.
What's that tell you?
This doesn't feel right.
It
People
doesn't.
looking at new shorts.
No,
New long.
because we're rotational.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that's just short time frame. Short time frame buyers getting long, and look how it just came off that high.
Well, look at your delta down there. Is that the red?
Yeah, 4,300 now.
Yeah.
We got too long up there. Maybe we were a little.
Not too long.
We were within
That's
we were within 2 ticks or 6 ticks of getting that.
That's
offer
why you
filled.
shorted it up there, right?
Well, we didn't get to it. We were within
I
two.
know.
We were within 2 ticks of it,
That's what I'm saying.
or 6 ticks of it. Whatever.
Big
Whatever.
bro's upset.
Yeah, he's always upset.
John's more conservative. Big bro wanted to jump in now.
Yeah. Well, if I would have jumped in and it didn't work, he would have yelled at me for getting in too early. If we were if we were patient looking for our entry and we miss it, then he's going to yell at me and say I'm too cheap.
So how you win?
You don't.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You don't.
You don't win. I like how you said that. You don't.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Okay.
So you just accept your fate.
Yep. That's it.
So now, I mean, we've got early reference on these extremes.
What's the high of that? 97.
$97.50. So we got within 6 ticks of our entry at 99. Oh, I never even did check the poll was yes. The poll was yes. 66% yes. And YouTube, 76% yes. So when we get this Top Step TV thing going, we're gonna have a much longer broadcast, and we're gonna have Michael Patak coming on here trading his live account. We're gonna have a lot of other educators coming in trading their live accounts. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it. And there will be other people.
Me too. Me too.
There'll be other people talking too, so then I can kind of do some of my own trading while that's all going on as well.
Look at that, Mr. Ho.
Hey, Mortimer, you get a spike around 91, 94 area, 93.
What's that?
I said, just a little bit of a spike for some reason, everything. I'd let one go.
Sell one?
Yeah. Like what's halfway back of that?
Well, halfway back of the range is right here, 87.75.
I'm talking about the last candle. Yeah.
The last candle?
Well, maybe I'm looking at something wrong here.
So here's half back from the last candle, which is 89.50.
Yeah, well, that's where you were short.
Well, we didn't get it.
Well, you could try it against VWAP again, now that you're below it.
Alrighty.
I'm just looking at that
What's the risk on that, big fella?
5 ticks.
5 ticks?
Or 5, whatever it is.
5 points?
Yeah,
Up to 91?
let's get technical. 5 points.
I'm sorry, 94?
Yeah. Well, let's see.
Order rejected.
Oops.
So no more today until noon, right?
No more what?
You got a talking Fed at 12 o'clock. Philadelphia
Hey, Mr.
president.
Quick question, big bro.
Harker. I'm sorry, I don't see any talking feds. Go ahead, Greg.
How,
I got it
how
on
about
my
some trading psychology, right? We had a huge delta coming in, and we had news. Is it possible that the market made it seem as if it was going to go higher and then shorted the market in terms of this high influx of delta coming in?
That's the way I look at it. I mean, I'm looking long term, a little bit longer term, but if you get something like that and the market spikes up, I mean, you can see, where it wicked up to. I think
Exactly. That's pretty
I
much
look
why
at
I
it
broke
as
the question.
a sell opportunity. Exactly.
Yeah, a quick pullback to come back into value in the short. Man, having your head screwed on right in the moment is very key. Using all the data at the right time.
Oh, hell yeah. Of course, right?
Ooh.
Oh. It's getting late. I gotta go.
All right, Mr. Hoag, big bro. Thanks for having me, Mr. Hoag.
Yeah.
Until
Thank
then.
you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Have a
Yes,
great
sir.
day.
I'll make the money back. All right.
Everybody trade carefully.
Trade well, everyone. Thanks for joining, Greg, Rick, everybody. Hope you had a good time.
Thanks for the invite. Bye.